The day I failed to get into IIT, I thought I had my answer. I'm not talented enough. I'm just not talented enough. I genuinely believed that one exam that I had, it had decided my future. But years later, I realized something. My problem was never lack of talent at that moment. My problem was the meaning I had attached to that one result. And it has happened with so many of us. In this video, I will share that IIT movement and the 3 lessons that I completely changed how I think about success. That has absolutely changed the way I think about success and in life in general, how success in life is meant for. I will talk about, IIT now, what had happened. What is IIT? If some of you don't know, just a background on it. IITs are premier institutes in India. For engineering, it's kind of Stanford and Harvards of India. And when I was doing my 11th and 12th, they ask you to go for an entrance test. We have to clear that entrance test to get through that IIT. Those institutes, based on your performance in those entrance tests, you are selected in those IITs. When I started doing it and preparing for the entrance exams, I prepared for 2 years, 11th and 12th, like a lot of people do. I know a lot of people at my time, I remember they were started to prepare for these entrance exams from, 7th or 8th grade itself and whatever. So early. I didn't do that. I started studying for it from 11th and 12th, along with what we had to do for our regular studies to make sure that I'm studying for these entrance exams. I prepared for it well, but I just could not get through. I still remember I prepared it so well, all the entrance exams, practice exams, mock exams, classes, tuitions. We know how it is. If you are from India and you remember 11th and 12th and plus you have to do these extra entrance exams, you know how difficult it is, how challenging it is just to manage the time and everything, because we have a lot of pressure to do well in our regular exams as well for the 12th, because that decides which other schools you can get through for your engineering or others. So I still remember I had to juggle between all of these things, and I was fairly confident that I will be able to get through it. I thought that I'm going to get through IITs, but I didn't. I just didn't get through that entrance test. I was just not able to get through that final cut. I still remember the day I got the result. I got the result that you are not selected in this IIT exam. You cannot go through the IIT school. So I said, I am such a failure. I am such a failure that I have not been able to get through IITs. What I'm going to do in my life? I saw a lot of my friends, not a lot, but few of them actually got through that school. They cleared that entrance exam and they were able to get through that in IIT. And I felt, oh my God, they are going to be so successful in life now because they are going to go through the premium schools with IITs. They are going to get the best packages and everything. Their life is going to be so well now. And what I'm going to do? I'm such a loser. That's what I felt at the time. And I felt, what can I do now? Whatever I do, even if I do engineering from any other school, I'm not going to be at the level where they are or they are going to be. Because even if I start earning, because it's going to be the same duration of the course, right? 4 years, it's not going to change. You do it from any school, it is going to be 4 years. Even if you do from IITs or other school, it is going to be 4 years. So what I felt was they are going to do it for 4 years. I'm going to do it for 4 years. But once they start earning, they are going to earn more than me because they are from that institute. So I will never be able to catch them. That's what I felt. That's what I felt at the time. But how wrong I was. I actually was so frustrated. And it was a young age, right? 11th and 12th. We are just getting through your engineering school. It's not that you are matured enough to understand all the things that life throws at you. Now, with the maturity, we know exactly what to think of and how to look at life, right? Now, when I look back, I feel I made such a mistake. Why I was thinking on those lines? I know now, even if you are from Stanford, Harvard, or in this case, from IITs, I know a lot of people who are from IIT and they are not doing great in their life. It's not a final ticket or a confirmation or a stamp saying that you are going to be successful in life. It's just a moment in time when that happened, which is correct. At that moment in that exam, we have a couple of hours, you go for it. We have a lot of these exams, right? In life, we go for that exam, we come out. Sometimes you make mistakes, you are not through it. Sometimes you do well, you are pass, you are the topper and everything. So it's part of a game that we have in life. But at that moment, I didn't think it that way. I hope that someone is listening to this who is going through this for any of the exams or the failures that you have faced in your life, or facing as of now, their ongoing failure that you are going through right now, and you understand what I'm talking about. I wish somebody was there to tell me, because everyone at that time was, just saying it's, you are the failure. Yes, you are the failure. You have made that mistakes. You are not going to be successful. And that compounded to me thinking on those lines as well. Okay, talking about the 3 lessons that I got. First is, one failure is data. It's data, but not destiny. So I'm not saying the failure that happened was wrong. The failure had happened because I didn't clear that entrance exam. So it's not that, oh, this is a success that I had. No, it's not a success. It's a failure. I understand that, but it's a data. It's a data at that moment. As I said, that exam, we go for that exam, prepare well. It's a couple of hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. You give the exam. If you don't do well, you're out of it. You're out of it. You fail, but you have another exam. The life is going to throw so many exams at us, right? There are going to be so many entrance exams that we have to go through. So it's not something that we should be worried about, because it's not the destiny. If you give that exam, you fail and you stop there, that is your destiny. If you don't stop after that failure, it's not going to be your destiny. That's what the lesson number 1 I got from it. Number 2 is, your environment can lie to you about what smart means. Why I'm saying that? Because at that moment, I felt I'm a failure, because being smart meant you have to get through a premier institutes, which are IITs. That means only if you go get through IITs, you are going to be smart. To go to IIT, you have to clear your exams, entrance exams. If you don't clear the exam, oh, you are such a failure now, because you are not going to go to IIT, you are not going to graduate as engineering from IIT. What are you going to do in your life now? So that then you are not smart enough. That's what I felt at that moment. But that environment, the support environment, a lot of people who are telling you this can sometimes lie to you. Just think of it. I think of it, when the people who were telling you this, that if you don't get through IIT, you are going to be a failure, or you can think of it any institute or any, dream company or whatever you are looking for. The people who are telling you this, are they from that? The first thing you have to ask them, that environment, anyone in my situation, the people who are telling me that IITs are the best and if you don't get through it, you will be failure, we are not from IITs. They themselves are not from IITs. I can just think what I was thinking at the time. I just, I don't know, young me, naive me, what I was thinking at the time when everyone was throwing that you are not going to be successful because you didn't get through IITs. What the people are telling, I should have asked them, oh, you have not gone through IITs, you are also a failure, right? Okay, the third number is the real separator. The real separator is not the talent. It's not the talent, it's the execution for years. Because if you have talent, you are talented enough, and if you are able to crack the exam as well, that's fine. You crack the exam, but then also I know a lot of people. Because I have been fortunate enough to meet a lot of people in my career and in my life. I know a lot of people from premier institutes, not only IITs, but in general I have seen a lot of people also from IITs who were really struggling to get through IIT, because even if you go to IIT or Stanford or Harvard, those kind of, if you go to a premier institutes as well, getting through that is tough, because when you go to a premier institutes, there are others as talented as you are. You are not the most talented, the smartest in the room. So when you are going for interviews or you are trying to get on those bunch of people to get to the topper level in there, is not fun. It's not easy. And I know a lot of people who are not able to push through that. They found themselves, a lot of things they were not able to feel confident enough when they actually went to that school and felt it would have been better. Or even in the, FANG companies, I know everywhere. I know a lot of people who felt that it would have been better if they didn't go to a dream school or a dream job, dream company. So don't feel like, you are a failure. Now, if you are watching this video, this is an important piece I want to talk about. If you are watching this and you are carrying one failure like a permanent stamp, that one failure like a permanent stamp in your life, I want you to do this. I want you to do this. Write one sentence anywhere, in your book, in your phones, anywhere. If you are shy enough, you don't want to share it with anyone, don't put it on your wall, but just make sure you are writing it just to get yourself convinced. And the sentence is, this was one result. This was one result. It does not define me. It does not define me. This was one result and it does not define me. Just write it somewhere. I can assure you that you are going to feel much better. That burden that you are carrying will feel much better if you write this down. And if you are free and you are confident, just go in the comment section and share whatever you feel like, any failure that you had in your life and what burden you had with you. Or if you are going through any failure in your life, the failure can be something that society has put in or the environment has put in. You don't feel yourself, but they have put in that failure on you. Just post that in the comments and it will be great to read those comments.